Hi, this is Kamera. Points in the Bible, day number 120, 1 Chronicles chapter 1 through chapter 2. What is it God wants us to learn from this read today? I believe that everything that God has in the Bible is something He wants us to get out of. What I get out of it is how God allowed us to see the first human that was ever created, all the way down to through Abraham. Basically, you'll see that he shows us Adam and then one of his sons, Seth. And from Seth, he shows us Seth's son, Seth's grandson, Seth's great 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 grandson, great 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 grandson, all those greats until Noah. And remember this, Noah, he lived in a time where there was so much wickedness that God cleared everyone from the earth except for Noah and his family. So isn't that something? Everyone comes from Noah and his family. If God would not have cleared the earth, then there's no telling who we would have come from, who and where, who came from where, right? But we know that in Seth's lineage, there was Noah. So we come from Seth's lineage and then Noah's lineage. And then from there, you have the three sons of Noah. And scripture goes through the descendants of each one of them, but it focuses primarily on Shem. And from Shem, we have Abraham. Abraham comes from Shem's lineage. And from Abraham, we have Isaac and Ishmael. But then get this. Scripture shows us the lineage of Abraham, of Isaac and Ishmael. But get this. Abraham had other sons too. He had sons from Hagar. Well, actually, Hagar is Ishmael's son, isn't she? Isn't he? And then you have Keturah. Hagar was that slave who Sarah gave to Abraham, Ishmael. Keturah is the one who came after Sarah had passed. And then you had Sarah who had Isaac. She had that one son, Isaac. And from Isaac, you had Esau and Jacob. Jacob's name was changed to Israel. And so scripture shows us the descendants of Esau. Esau, who's also the people of Seir in Edom. Scripture shows us that, the rulers of Edom. And scripture shows us the kings who reigned in Edom way before the Israelite kings reigned. Any of them reigned. So scripture shows us those rulers, shows us the chiefs of Edom. And then scripture shows us Israel's sons. And the sons were Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, Dan, Joseph, Benjamin, Naphtali, Gad, and Asher. But get this, when scripture talks about the distribution of the lands, Joseph was given a double portion, but you don't see the land of Joseph. You see the land of Manasseh and Ephraim. They are the sons of Joseph, Ephraim and Manasseh. And so those two portions came through his sons. Isn't that something? And so from those sons, scripture goes over Judah. And so scripture shows us his lineage. And it shows us through his lineage, Ram, Caleb, and Jeremiel. Then it takes time to show us that from Ram comes Jesse. From that lineage of Ram is Jesse. So you have from Judah all the way down to Ram, and then from Ram all the way down to Jesse. And from before Jesse, that was pretty cool, Boaz. Boaz come from that. Remember, Boaz was the one who married Ruth. So you have Boaz, you had Obed, and you had Jesse. And from Jesse, you have David, King David, that David. And then scripture goes over the clans of Caleb. So guys, it's just interesting how God shows us the first man all the way down through the line. In case there's any questions, now we understand how it all started. So guys, if you have any points you'd like to add, please place them in the comments area. That's day number 120, 1 Chronicles chapter 1 through chapter 2. You have a God-filled blessed day.